The Book of Cain. In the beginning was the light. The light knew itself and proclaimed, I am. The light looked round and saw that there were many lights in the vast heavens, but perceived that his own light was the brightest. He called out to the other lights scattered in the firmament of the darkness, but they would not acknowledge his superior brightness. He did notice that for each there was an endeavor done in the great creation. Each performed duties and tasks that seemed well suited for their natures, talents, and inclinations. The light then knew that his talent and nature was to bring the light into the firmament, and welcomed that nature by giving himself a name. He was Lucifer, the light-bringer. For some time immeasurable, the star known as the bringer of light found satisfaction and contentment in the work of bringing light to the universe. The time came, however, when he began to reflect on the unpleasant fact that the other lights, or angels, as they referred to themselves, would not acknowledge that his light was the greatest in all of creation. That reflection, over eons, burned inside the star like a building pressure of unreleased fire. His attempts to reason with some of his fellows were met with contempt, while most just ignored him. However, some few, who claimed high entitlement, those who sat on a governing council overseeing all of creation, admonished him for disrespecting the Creator. For eons, and more eons he searched for the Creator, and though the firmament itself was evidence of design, he could not find the designer. The beauty of creation contrasted with the static control and stifling rules of the High Council, who claimed to represent the Creator in all things. The Light-bringer knew this to be false, and so his great plan began to grow. He secretly gathered his special chosen and they contrived to carry it out. The day came when he stood before the High Council, and challenged their power and rule. They used all their power to loose his star form from the firmament and he was cast to the outer reaches of the galaxy. However, this was part of the plan. The star that had been the light-bringer became the black star as it hurtled through the heavens. So black it did not reflect light. The angels rejoiced thinking that Lucifer was destroyed, but he was only slumbering. Safe within that black star's heart was the imprint of Lucifer's being, his memory, his dreams, his patterns, and his essence. Within a perfect cube, as black as a hole in space, he sleeps. The plan is given to his chosen, to construct a new form for the proven one true God who sleeps, Lucifer, that he may be reawakened to fulfill his destiny of vengeance upon the false rulers of heaven, and establish his throne over the galaxy. The chosen receive the knowledge and the templates of life and creation from the black heart, and it is this knowledge that we will use to build Lucifer's stairway to heaven. We will use the metals and minerals of this planet to build a fine temple for our God. One that will be able to move about the firmament and the heavens, that will have mighty power that no angel or God can resist. It will be a great ship, a new star that will enable Lucifer to conquer heaven. To aid us in this plan, the angels who serve our fallen master have engineered a people of inferior intellect, suitable for labor in all the necessary tasks for fulfilling this long-range goal. They are short-lived, but they breed rapidly. Be wary that you do not breed with them. The chosen who serve will have a place inside the black cube until the day of the awakening, and they will be awakened alongside their master ready to serve eternally in the justice and vengeance of the true God. This knowledge we keep. Only the worthy may know the truth. The order of the illuminated will inhabit all walks of life, keeping watch and ensuring that only the worthy servants of the one true God shall be initiated into the knowledge that we keep. This order will be the director and engineer over its future. The ruling dynasties created in the image of our fallen master shall be schooled selectively to serve the goal of this great plan, knowing only what they need to know to perform their duties. The 12 archons shall be reborn in these carefully controlled bloodlines as need be to refresh their bodies and extend their span. The 12 families shall divide and rule the world as is fit for their station. They will devise laws, and enforce order using the brutish members of the slaves as protectors and enforcers. Thus through fear and force control can be maintained. In time the chattel and slaves may achieve some higher levels of intellect and perception. To guard against any possible betrayal of our great secrets, many stories will be spread throughout the world. Many myths and legends will be created to entertain their feeble attempts at greater understanding, and they will fight amongst themselves over who has the truer stories. The wisdom and knowledge of the truth will be salted in these stories so as to confuse and lead astray even those who might possess the faculties to see. The device of inscribing words is reserved only for the chosen, and the children of the great union. The bloodlines shall be preserved, and the knowledge held exclusive in the world. Great sciences will come forth, doing great miracles before the eyes of the ignorant descendants of slaves, and when the final task is completed, the world will marvel at the return of the one true God, and the sword of his vengeance will overcome any resistance. This great plan shall consume many generations. Time upon times it will slowly build the systems and sciences that will enable the great god Lucifer to be resurrected and to rule this world in final preparation for the conquest of heaven. Those who serve this plan knowingly shall be rewarded with the delights of the earth. All else shall perish in the final fire of Lucifer's ascent. I, Cain, firstborn son of the one true God, the bringer of light, tell you this secret. You, my beloved, must keep it safe. You must keep it in the dark places, in vaults and temples away from the sight of men.